Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream. We're live finally. It's Thursday daytime. All right, this stream shall say Dreamlike, Oceans, Restock, Lightning, Sylveon, Close, and Hot Live Customs, because I think they might be hot. Here we go. Okay, let's hit save on that. Okay, we'll jump over here. What's this? Mr. Catnip, maybe practicing some editing. Let me hit unread on that. Okay, we're going to jump over here. We are live. I was hanging out with Karis for an extended time period in the daytime. That's what happened there. We're going live for Thursday a day. Okay. All right. I kind of wasted my time today. I went to Walmart to go pick up a new round of the Wegovy, and they didn't have it. So I drove all the way out there. It took me like 35 minutes to get that done. Probably took me like 40 minutes, to be honest. All right. Completed agreement to withdraw the listing. Let's see. All right. My real estate agent is telling me I'm going to owe a lot of money because they're going to do some repairs on that home. So I need a couple thousand of dollars, which is unfortunate, but that's just how it is. What's this? That's expensive. Let me close that. I received a seller offer on a card I looked at, but it went from like 3,700 to 3,500. Pokemon cards are cooked, man, cooked. Let's see, they're so expensive. Cooked, as the kids say these days. Hello, fellow kids, fellow teens. I have a Ditto Pokemon sticker. Order it to the house. Yeah, you can't do that, I guess. They're like refrigerated or something, and I don't think Walmart does that yet. I asked them about that last time. All right, they said maybe we do that, and I was like, okay. But then they pointed out it's like a refrigerated drug. Pop out chat. So you actually store it in your fridge. All right. What do we got here? My collection's booming. Hi, Mister. Rayquazas have been going up. I made my first eBay listing last night. Good job, man. That's good. Yeah. As soon as you can make one or two sales and start working on your feedback, that's going to go a long way. Kevin Beaterzicky, did he order another round? Oh, no, this was from last night. Okay, we already serviced that. Mr. Kevin made a last order. We went real late last night. And then because of that, I didn't go to sleep till like 6 a.m. So there we are again. The live stream slowly transforming into the overnight stream. I don't know. Maybe I need to be stricter about when we cut off, even if it means having a shorter stream. Because if I start late, I don't think the solution should be to then run late, because that just leads us into like this rotation where we head into an overnight stream, and I don't want it. Here's Garrett Nadal. He says 2 rocket spots. Hell yeah, dude. Well, let me go ahead and add this Final Fantasy. Hold on. Final Fantasy, $5.50 per pack. Dreamlike Oceans. It's back. We've sold out of these 3 times now. I guess I could have started out by buying, what's 6 times 4? 24 booster boxes of it, and then we wouldn't have ran out. Think about how much product that is. All right, we're going to hit update on the website. The website's updating. Very good. All right. Go back to orders. Called it. I ran into the problem of not having any feedback. I last 2 buy it now is because of it. Yeah. I remember starting my my eBay channel many years ago because my dad learned how to do eBay when it first came out. See, when I was a kid, my dad, he started a home business himself to help feed us 11 kids and pay the mortgage. He already had a full-time job, but it wasn't enough. And so he started selling things on eBay to try and make a little bit of money. And eBay had just started. It had just been invented. I was there at the invention of the website eBay. And he thought it was very novel, and he loved technology, and so he was experimenting with it, and he ended up turning that into a business. He was selling cuts of wood for wood crafting on eBay, rare stuff from like Mexico. And because it turned out we live right next to a big importer of wood from other countries, Hibden Hardwood in St. Louis. I think he still exists. So that became a business, and I ended up learning at a very young age how to do eBay extremely well. I was real crafty with it too. I was doing stuff back then, like I was selling RuneScape characters on eBay. So I could make like a RuneScape character and teach it like wood crafting and then sell that character and somebody might buy it. And I sold my own RuneCraft character with like level 99 combat. You know, it was like strength, defense, and what, agility or something. No, it wasn't agility. Strength, defense, accuracy. Might have been accuracy. But anyways, I had this character that was like maxed out and I sold it on eBay for $100, which was a lot of money back then, especially for an item that was just a digital item. And it blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. That was all a long time ago, and I created my own eBay account. And I remember I discovered like a loophole for making money. I sold digital images, which was allowed on eBay. And basically, in the description and the title, I said, you're going to get a guaranteed positive feedback. So people would buy the image, not for the image, but they would buy it because they wanted that feedback. So for a while, I made something like I sold a bunch of those. So I was like selling stuff on RuneScape. And I was real young when I did this, so eBay didn't ask if you were 18 or anything. Neither did PayPal. I had a PayPal account, and I was under the age of 18. So back then, they didn't have rules for that. And so I had a PayPal account, and I had an eBay account, and I sold like $75 worth of digital images. I still remember it was like a blue whale jumping out of the water or something like that. And they would buy that digital image. It was $1 profit. I didn't have to ship anything. And then I'd go and I'd leave them positive feedback. And I would just sell and sell and sell. One day, though, eBay caught up and said, hey, this breaks our rules. You can't sell positive feedback. So they shut that listing down. So the income spigot got turned off, so to speak. You blow my mind. Thanks for the advice. Dennis trying to, anyway, so there you go. There's a little more Cardconomist lore about some of the experiences I was going through as a kid. I learned a lot about selling things from home because we were selling things at home because we were going to go broke as a family of well, there was a bunch of us. You know, it was like at some point there was 8 kids. That was wild. 9 kids. That was wild. 10 kids. That was wild. You know, then eventually it stops at 11 kids. How do you pay for 11 kids on one job? You just can't do it. My mom didn't work. She just took care of us. All right. Rayquaza's been going up. It's all been going up. All of it's been going up. What hasn't been going up? Here's a card that needs to go up. It's from 2021. This is 5 years old. How's this so cheap? That's an alt-art Sylveon. Jump into it, guys. It's good stuff. 2 spots, 3 spots left, I mean. That's good stuff right there. How can that be so cheap? Doesn't really make sense. That should be more expensive, shouldn't it? Did the Oddish 420 happen already? If you recall, there's 2 Oddishes. One was tops. That one already finished. There's another one you still have time to get into, so this one's still running. Here it is. That's 420 Oddish Yukimori. If you are a weed lover or enjoyer, you might want to collect this. It's got my Siggy on it, and it's time stamped or date stamped for the day 420, which was like what, 10 days ago? So this was about 10 days ago. But this Oddish is moving a little slower, but he's up to 3 now, and we can turn him into a star receiver if we need to. They're the one I'm in. No problem. It helped me get started. Hell yeah, dude. All right. Yeah, try to sell a couple of real cheap cards. He's right. That is the trick. Sell anything. You don't even have to sell Pokemon cards. Just put some piece of junk into auction, maybe like old rollerblades or something, and then ship them out. Like have a shipping department in your home with like uh bubble wrap and boxes and tape dispenser. Doesn't have to be a real big table or anything. You just get any table, but grab a table, turn it into the shipping department, and just start selling crap out of your home on eBay. And every time something finishes, just beg for that feedback. Say like, "Hey, I got a new account. I'm trying very, very badly to get some seller feedback. Please help me out." And somebody nice will stop and help you out if you keep doing that. Okay, so all right, let's start putting these over here. Oh, I haven't thought of that. Yeah, you don't even have to sell Pokemon. You could sell cheap Pokemon to get positive feedback. You could also sell just anything in your home. Like maybe you got an old baseball hat that you don't want anymore. People buy those if you got a good one. Just sell anything. All right, cool, man. Cool, baby. Garrett Nadal, 2 rocket spots. Let's get it started. Thank you, Garrett. First order of the day, $108. Wow. Great time to be opening these vintage boosters. They feel underpriced, oddly enough. I'm going to Walmart and the dollar store now. Garrett. No. Dald. There you go, Mr. Garrett. I'm going to buy a couple packs. Let's go get my first time purchasing. Hey, what's up, Chris? Chris, I think we ran out of time last time, so sorry about that. That says box break. This is expensive booster pack. So here we are. The Rocket Booster Pack has begun with 2 spots filled. $54 a spot. You guys catch that last night? There's a fresh booster. It could be a heavy booster. We don't know. Could be a heavy booster. Hopefully it's a heavy booster. All right. Put that back up there. Here's Kip F. box of Dreamlike Oceans. 1 whole box? You got it. Did I bring in 2 boxes? You got it. Here we are. All right. Kip F jumping on that Dreamlike Oceans. Kip, I already ordered 8 more boxes of this because I knew I was waiting for this fresh box, this fresh case. And I told myself the last 2 times we've had to reorder these, might as well reorder it ahead of time. Chris is my uncle. He's good people. Is he really your uncle? Here we go. All right, you ready? Kip F. Uncle Chris. God, I haven't seen my uncles in 19 years. Yeah. How about that war? Yeah, what about that war? The Iran war? Is there any news? There are. Oh yeah. Lovely. Yeah, by blood. By blood. That's serious business. Huh? There we go. And snip of this. And snip of this. And snip of this. And snip of this. 1 whole box. Kip F. There it is, guys. You're looking at $100 purchase of Final Fantasy packs. The first order was $100 of Team Rocket spots, and this is $100 worth of Final Fantasy packs. Let's get it ripping. All right, beautiful. One $20 spot left on Deoxys. You could trade for that, and 3 $40 spots on Sylveon. That's what we got going on. Here's the Emerald. Okay. Happy almost weekend. Do you still have the Team Rocket Tops Pokemon Tin Topper? Yeah, I still got that somewhere. That's an item I didn't send to the PSA vault because I don't think you can. There's Cecil. So that is a full art. Hopefully not the only full art. I think we've seen these boxes come with the single full art before. Here's Riku. All right. Here's Vaughn. Here's Lumina. All right. Here's Seg. Here's Arden. Luis. Guy. Bahamut. Oh, okay. The second full art is Lightning. Not bad. Lightning is a decent pull. I have a couple new era ETBs. Was wondering your opinion if you think I should sell them or hold them. Personally, I don't like ETBs. They're overpriced. I'm not an ETB guy. I don't ever stock them. They're huge. I like to stock large amounts of cards, and ETBs just take up so much room. If the ETB has an extremely good promo in it, maybe then I will stock it up. A lot of the time, I would just stock up standard booster boxes. But if you stock up a ETB, it must be because you really just want to stock up on the ungraded promo. For me, I just want the boosties. If I want the promo, I'll go grab a couple graded ones. Here's Summoner. Here's Tifa. Ooh, we got a Tifa. Just sent on Cash App. Oh, very good. Here's Bahamut. Okay. It's a little lightning. Don't know if that's valuable. Here's Kirin. Yoshikiri. Here's Cecil and Kane. Like Kane's Cane's Chicken. Yeah. And I almost said Cane's Pizza. Here's Luis and Marcia. There you have it. 2 full arts and 1 holographic Tifo. Kip F. Thanks, Kip. That was box number 1. Now, if you keep them on the shelf and not on the floor, for me, it's still a lot. You have to see how much product I have to understand. I'm not made out of infinite shelving. You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean, boy? Bro? I'm not made out of infinite shelves. There you go, Kip. I open all of mine and display the boxes. Alex Silva says, how's it going, mister? Hey, what's up, Mr. Alex Silva? How's it going, man? What do we got over here? That was a pretty crazy stream at the end of the night, wasn't it? I don't know if you guys were awake for it, but man, the stream last night started out slow. And then as we got into the really late hours, we got so busy. There was like a 50-minute wait time. It was kind of interesting. Hit refresh on the website. I open all of mine and display the boxes. You display the boxes. 5 perfect order packs. Mr. Christopher Hayworth. All right. So here you go, Mr. Christopher. Let's see. We need a perfect order box. Oh, we need a fresh booster box. Give me 1 second. Haha. You guys may not like it, but this is what the optimal male body looks like. All right. I have to wake up too early. Yeah. That's why we got 2 streams a day. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I didn't have any giveaways set up. Here's one giveaway, though. The giveaway slab for you guys. It's either Hayworth or Haworth. There we go. Normally, we got a little free card there. Okay, you get this one right here. Okay, there's your free card. Bada bing, bada boom. I have wall shelves that are about 10 inches from the ceiling, and I have ETB boxes lined up on them and UPC boxes. They look nice. Ooh, look at that Charmander. Ooh. Char. He's going to transform into a Charizard. Let's see if he gets lucky on his first order. You guys are sleeping on perfect order. It's got a Gengar in it. It's got a Gengar. Not as bad as you think. It's got a Gengar and a Snorlax, if I'm not mistaken. Two different Pokies. All right. I mean, obviously, that's not Charizard, but it's not nothing. So, yeah, it's a Starmie alt set and a Mega. So, Mega Starmie and Mega Zygarde alt set, but it's got Gengar. It's got Snorlax. Hey, what's up, Mr. CS Man? Here's Mega Skarmory. Here's the Dene. Ooh. Good. And what do we have here? Evaltol. All right, that was 5 packs, 1 AR. Thought you did pretty good, actually. There we go. Pull rates on perfect order and big hits. I don't know anything about it. You know, it's going to be ARs and alt arts, but there are some decent hollows. Like there's a holographic Gengar or holographic Snorlax. There we go. So a little bonus card. You're in the bonus giveaway as well. Ooh. So now we're going to create a bag for you, and that bag stays over here until you want it to ship. till you purchase a round of shipping. So your baggie will go into the Chris box. Let's go. I want them so bad. There we are. Perfect order is pretty affordable. That's what's nice about it. So for anyone complaining about, oh, well, you know, it doesn't have Charizard in it, was like, yeah, but you can open so much of it. And there's other good cards. There we go. People don't like to give cheap sets a chance. I make a lot of money on cheap sets when I open them. They are. And then one day they get expensive anyways. And you're like, wait, I thought that set sucked. And no, not anymore. I want the Gengar stamped Gengar, but I'm not spending 200 on it. Kind of odd choice for the Pokemon for perfect order. You know, I had an opportunity to buy those Gengars, and I guess you could say I should have, but I thought that they looked kind of worse with the GameStop stamp. I didn't like the GameStop stamp. Do I really offer this for sale? Or could just keep it? I don't know, bro. Feel like that's one to just keep. Flood warning in effect. What? Man, there's always something going on out here. We got a flood warning. All right, so maybe it's going to rain again. Here's Mark J. Valera. No hollows, one box of Japanese Night Wanderer. Night Wanderer, you're doing a number on those, huh? Keep the Pokies in the high ground. You got it. Do 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 do. Dooby dooby doo. Oh, maybe because our price is underpriced. We're selling it for 90. So Night Wanderer will change to $4 per pack. That's why. Our price was too low. Our lobster too buttery. Our steak too juicy. All right. So there will be a price change on it now as it approaches being sold out. It's a $4 pack now. That makes it a $120 box. Okay. And let me update the products. No, mister's going underwater and he flies away. Meow, 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 meow. Come on, man. Why is this so slow, dude? Oh my God, dude. Why can't the internet just go fast or something? All right, this is going to be a quick edit. Afternoon, how are you on this lovely Thursday? I'm doing quite well on this Thursday. Says it's 65 degrees and sunny outside, guys. Can you believe it? Man, we're having perfect weather. That's perfect weather. You could do anything in that weather. You go hiking. If Night Wanderer cost this much, what do we have left that's still $3? Because that should Night Wanderer is one of the hardest to sell sets. Future Flash, that's going to 4. Nihil Zero, we're gonna move that to 4. All right, so there's nothing cheaper than $4 now. It just makes the most sense to me, right? Like, there's no way Night Wanderer is a $4 pack and everything else isn't. All right. Japanese Pokemons have jumped. That's not a surprise when you think about how affordable the packs are. I mean, they're just way cheaper than the English packs. Way cheaper. I thought Ancient Roar was $3. It might have changed already. All right. There we have it. Mark J. Valerian, let's get you taken care of. All right, one whole box. Ready? Okay. Meow, 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 meow. Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. I prefer Korean for personal collection. Ooh, those Korean cards are cool. They can also be graded, so never give up on those. We saw the Moonbryon, Korean Moonbryon is hitting like $1K or something like that, right? Am I not right? I think that's true. JEC, what's up? I'm peeling 175 kilograms of potatoes while listening to TCC. Somebody convert that into American units. This, there you go. I don't understand the gram system. What do they want everything to be in tens? We have to, of course, speak in pounds and gallons and ounces, even though that's way more confusing. We are 385 pounds. Oh, that's a lot. Damn, dude. There it is. It's a lot of potatoes. Mr. Mark, this is the last $90 box, Mr. Mark. Now the box is all slumped forward a little bit. Here's Monkey Doory. You got a nice number of them, though. I don't have as many of these left. I'm kind of running low on them, to be honest with you. Oops. What we got here? We got Fracture. It's Fracture. He's cute. You got him last time, though. Get a little Fracture. Cute. Uh-huh. Oh. You got Kingdra, the dumber-looking version of Seedra. I never liked Kingdra. I remember when Kingdra came out in Neo, and I was like, I don't know. Seedra looked like more dangerous. Kingdra looked kind of goofy, I always thought. Yeah. But it didn't bother me too much. You know why? Because I never liked Seedra either. So what does it matter? It doesn't matter. Is the Rocket Pack still on the table? Yes, it is. $54 per spot. $54 per spot. All right. All right. Oh, there you go. That's a hit. That's the Persian. We love this card. That's great. All right. That's good stuff. Here's the burb. Here's a cold one. Well, Mr. Mark, thank you for going so deep these last couple of days. Look at all these. Petra run. Do you think Petra? Ooh, the Cresselia looks great. Look at that, guys. See, there's cool cards in Night Wanderer. Here's a little Haxorus. Hacks you to Deathorus. Long queue this morning? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Tossing those out. Leaving these. And let's take a look at the prizes, huh? Cresselia, Persian, Haxorus. I think you actually did pretty good here. I don't think the Kingdra is going to help you, but these two cards right here are actually really strong. I like both of these. All right. I could see those. If they graded 10, I could see them paying off the box pretty quickly. Mark J. Valerian. How many spots left on the Rocket? Well, it started last night, and there's 2 spots in there now, so there's still a good 9 spots left. It's not a rush until it is. You know, we're heading toward Friday, so Friday can be pretty wild. Sometimes things finish in a flash. Ooh. Here's an order from Kip F. One more box, Dreamlike Oceans. You got it. Yeah, it's a good thing I already placed another order for these. These seem to sell so fast. Okay, so I'm just bringing all of these into the room. Here we are. That's what we're doing, Mr. Kip. it is. Today's daytime stream already a lot busier than yesterday. It was pretty dead yesterday. Smash that like button if you guys want the giveaway. 40 likes. It's not that much. That's easy. All right. You know the rules. 40 likes. Then you guys get free stuff. What's better than free stuff? If you've never won free stuff, don't give up hope in it. Someone always wins. And it doesn't really cost anything to get in there, but we don't start it till we get to 40 likes. That's just how it be. It's actually a pretty good. It's a pretty good way to decide when to when to start the break, because it kind of makes it so that we start it when there's a lot of people who have come and gone, perhaps, and the real ones stick around. What if I don't want anyone to win a giveaway? I mean, to tell you the truth, Mr. Shahir, if we weren't hitting 40, I would just lower the number to like 30. So let's say you hated liking the stream and you didn't want anyone to win. You don't like me saying to like the stream. We would just lower the number to 30 anyways, so it doesn't really matter. We are. Here's this. All right. I'm not going to withhold. I'm not going to withhold free cards from you guys. I'm not like that. I wouldn't do that to my homies. Here we are. All right. So what do we got? Here's Mont Blanc. All right. Here's Self. Here's Yuna. All right. It's about respect, Mr. Shahir. You don't want the guys in the other stream to get a higher like count. That's embarrassing. Here's Ridya. Some other YouTuber gets like twice as many likes. Oof. Here's Yuna. Look at that. All right. Maybe I haven't done enough twerking or something, though. Maybe I don't deserve it. Here's Gunbreaker. Ooh. Kadash. I don't know if you're somebody who likes the legendary non-hollers. I know one guy does. Here's Cactuar. We still besties. We can still be besties. I like the stream, but only because you're such a cutie patootie. Oh my God, bro. Here's Cecil Blush. All right, we got Cecil Full Art. Is that two full arts? No, you got a Uniholo that looked really nice. That's what happened. So there's a Cecil Full Art. I like it. I like those. I got my check running my Leering Center in Minnesota. Time to spend it on. Hell yeah, dude. The Leering Center's finally paying out. Is that what you're saying? They raided the Leering Center along with a bunch of other Somalian daycare centers. It's going to be fraud. They're going to find so much fraud. Ain't no way, bro. They've got to be finding fraud. They found all those hospices in California, and those got charged right away. They're like, oh, yeah, this is definitely fraud. So it wasn't even difficult. Those guys weren't even hard to charge. You got all these businesses that have discovered they can just tell the government, hey, we're going to need millions. For what? Here's Golbez. Like, you better have a whole factory of children if you need millions of dollars. You better have a whole factory of children. They got like 3 kids running around. Ooh. Or worse, none. We are. Here's a red. Oh, yeah, Tifa. No one was telling on him. Why stop the gravy train? You don't want to stop the gravy train. Come on, man. Here, have some money. Shut up. Don't stop the gravy train. It's coming from the federal government anyways. That's the problem with socialism, man. You run into that kind of crap all the time. A lot of fraud. That's a part of the problem. Now you got to hire people to watch the money. One full art. You got Cecil in this box. That's a rough box, man. That's a rough box. You got to hire people to watch the people who handle the money, because they might hand it out indiscriminately because they don't care. It's not their money. See, if you had to hand out your own money, you'd be watching every dollar of it. You'd be like, what are you doing with that money? When you hand out someone else's money, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Free money. That's one of the fundamental problems with handing out other people's money. There's been a disconnection between the hard work that created the money and the person who gets to spend it. You always spend someone else's money frivolously in the end because you didn't do the work to earn it. So you don't know how painful it was to earn it. There's a disconnection. Mr. Kip, how do you like that soapbox opera? Blah, 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 blah. I know it's true, though. When you didn't earn the money, when you didn't suffer to earn it, you spend it faster. It's just how it is. You don't think too much about it. Feels like free fuel or something. There we go. All right. Mr. Kip, doing pretty good. Hi, Tyler. How's it going? Hey, what's up? Heavy Rice sent on Cash App. Nick Shirley must be protected. What if he gets assassinated? That'd be interesting. Not interesting. It'd be sad. Marius Larson is next. Now, he says 10 live customs. Now, I don't think you meant that. You meant 10 Poke Shuffles, didn't you? One spot in the Rocket Break, one spot in the Jumbo Pack. So that's 40, 40, 54, right? The 80 plus 54. Yeah, that's what you meant. Okay. How to enter the Rocket Split. You got to send in $54. You can do that on the website or you can go to the description. Those are the two ways to do it. Marius Larson. All right, Marius. Saw there was another Umbreon pull. Everyone but me. Was there? Another Umbreon pull? What is it? You mean like the Terror Festival one? I'm trying to think. I don't think there was another one. There was a Terror Festival pull, but that's an easy pull. The Terror Festival Umbreon, he's not as challenging. Okay, now, Jumbo Pack Break. Scott Benz is in there. Now Marius is in there. We're waiting on two more. Join that Jumbo Pack Break. And the Rocket Pack. Someone will try and make out Nick. We need to keep him safe. Yeah, I think they will. I actually agree these days. It feels that way. It feels like, hey, man, we can just kill our opponent. That's a legit strategy. Actually, that is a legitimate strategy. It's just very evil. But like Charlie Kirk, he's still gone, isn't he? He's not talking anymore. So it worked. He's quiet now. You know, that's pretty crazy, right? Still live in a world where violence is effective. I don't condone it, and I think it's horrifying, and it's the opposite of a civilized society. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It makes you think a lot. Think about what's the next 10 years gonna look like. Hopefully everyone calms down, but I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me. 10 Poke Shuffles. Let's get it, right? 10 Poke Shuffles. Well, let me do the math on this. 10 Poke Shuffles would be 50. So it's 50 plus 54 plus 40. Yeah, okay, good. I was going a little crazy there. Do you know who the KGB is? Crazy time we are in nuclear warfare is inevitable. I am from the KGB. Here it is. I don't know if we'll have nuclear war. I think that's why we're blowing up Iran, because we don't want nuclear war. Did you guys watch that interview with Warren Buffett? It just happened. Warren Buffett just gave an interview where he basically agreed with Donald Trump taking down Iran over nuclear weapons. His argument was that really no one should have nuclear weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He said, for the continued stability of the world, no one should be developing any new nuclear weapons and that the existing ones need to be reduced. No, we got cold ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is a straight cold round, Mr. Marius. Yeah, he didn't directly say, oh, I love the war or I like the war. He didn't say that. What he said is, if you want peace and stability, no one should be allowed to have nukes. That's what he said. He said there should be no more nukes being made. All right, that's done. And if you get another cold round, I'm putting you into the second chance. Oh, is it tonight's the second chance break going off, guys? Tonight's the second chance break going off. All right. So I heard him say that, and I was like, you know what, Warren Buffett, you always have common sense takes. Yeah, why is anyone doing nukes? So stupid. But next up, Christopher J. Hayworth. He wants 4 Poke Shuffles. 4 Poke Shuffles. Let's give him a try. That's pretty common sense, it sounded like. All right. 1, 2, 3. A win. 2, 3, 4. All right. Of course, try telling the superpowers that, or people who already have nukes. Yeah, just give them up. You know, Ukraine gave up their nuclear bombs, and now they're being invaded by a country that has nuclear bombs. So Russia's definitely not helping. But you know who's a big friend of Russia? Venezuela was. So was Iran. And those two countries are going bye bye, go to sleep. A little bit. We'll see what happens. Iran's kind of pushing back, I think. We'll see what happens. I don't know. What do you guys think happens? Here's Jen Pao. Ooh, so you pulled a card. He's worth $45. You can re-roll him for $40. Do you want to keep him or re-roll? I have always said we should never created the atomic bomb. Yeah. Dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Yep, they have Maduro, a bunch of old fighter jets. Haha. Keep. All right, it's yours now. Christopher. Sometimes it's better not to re-roll because why take the risk? Oops. Spelling your name a little goofy. We should have never created the gun. Sword and shields only. Yeah, like the video game, Pokemon Sword and Shield. Thank you. All right, we've got an order in queue. Mr. Marius, he says 1 live, 5 Poke Shuffles. He said, let it ride. All right. Double or nothing. That's what he said. Double or nothing. At 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1 Star Wars medical hand. How many of these we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 200. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. We're ready to restock the live customs now. Set that there. Let's grab your Poke Shuffles. He's going deep on the Poke Shuffles. Conflict between countries should just be an MMA match between world leaders. They'll probably never work out that way. Here we are. I think all Iran ever had to do was just say, we'd love to do business with the West, and we hate guns and bombs. Let's just do business. And then things would have just been fine. No chanting death to this, death to that. No nuclear arms, no nuclear enrichment. By the way, they don't need nuclear enrichment at all. You know why? Because they're one of the biggest oil creators in the world. So you just use that for your energy. So they never needed nuclear enrichment. Wow. There you go. You're going to the second chance. That's really rough. Mr. Marius, cold as cold can be. Let me get you a bonus card. Wait, that was what music was that? Were we that was 9 Inch Nails. What the hell? Wait, we can't listen to this. It's gonna trigger copyright. All right. Yeah, they never needed nuclear energy. They have one of the most oil-rich countries in the world. So what are they doing enriching uranium for? It's just because they want. What do you think? They're like chanting death, death, death. They're like North Korea. That's what it is. They're one of those countries where they're just like obsessed with fighting, I guess. Here we are. Ooh. All right, Marius. There's music. Yes. We can't even hear the music. Not at all. Here, let me turn it up. Can you hear it? All right. So then YouTube is doing the noise isolation again. That's what's going on. YouTube is doing noise isolation. Barely, only when you talk. Wow. YouTube is doing noise cancellation so you can't hear my music. And I think that that's really crappy. Oh my gosh, those are sick. What? Who's sick? We'll give him medicine. Did we put you in here? We got to put you in here. Rip music. It's been like that for a while. No, I thought we fixed it the other day. Mister, do you like cherries on? Hey, mister, you like cherries on? Yeah. Just whistle whatever's playing in the background. Oh, no, bro. I can't be whistling that. This sounds so crappy. All right. You guys can't hear the music at all. That sucks. Here's checklist. Here's cloud. Here's computer. Make that music play. That's 600. That's 700. That's 1,000. Whistling is vintage TCC. I don't think so. This could be the hit in the box, this Hunter. I don't know. He is pretty cool. All right, we must have put the hits down here then, huh? Hmm. Hmm. Mister should have the back cave set up. Hmm. Ah, this guy's exactly 400. Top Spiro shall be the next pull. Mister should have the back cave. Okay, let's grab this. The butt cave. All right. Ooh, that's a lot of packs. Do do be do be do do be do 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 do. You guys can't hear the music at all. That means I'm just humming to nothing, basically. Oh man, I don't know about all that. Tops, Spiro. Okay, zero music. I'm gonna turn it all the way up. Tell me if you can hear none of it. Okay, it's all the way up. Nothing. Do you hear the booster packs? It's blasting. It's as loud as it can be. So wait, you can hear the booster packs, but not the music. Wow, that means YouTube is isolating music out of my stream because it believes it shouldn't be there, or maybe YouTube itself doesn't want it to be there. Let's see. It says that the microphone is on standard. All right, so I just checked and it does not have the microphone on isolation. It has the microphone on standard. Isolation's an option. That's crazy, bro. WTF YouTube. Let me check. So I can just play whatever I want, I guess. But let me check this. So I'm streaming on the YouTube app and people can hear me talking and they can hear the noises that I'm making with like booster packs, but they cannot hear the music. Did YouTube undergo an update where they made it so that when you're live streaming through their app, they remove the background music? Man, it's going to make me angry enough to actually improve my setup. I like the music. I feel like the music's part of the stream. Let's see. Do you guys like the music in the background or do you hate the music in the background? Do you like it quiet, normal, or do you like lots of music? I'll turn this down a little bit. iOS separates audio sources very aggressively for privacy and licensing reason. So ChatGPT is theorizing it's the phone doing it. Apple has been pushing aggressive audio isolation. Option 1, turn off voice isolation. I already did that. Wow, that's dumb as hell, bro. Jesus. So the AI believes that it's not even YouTube. It thinks that it's definitely the iPhone doing this. All right, time to swap over to an Android. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 times 4. No, 16 times 25. 16 times 25, which is the same as 4 times 100. Yep. All right, that's all good. Let me just dump a couple bonus cards in there. That makes me mad, bro. This is my iPhone. I get to decide. Stupid iPhone. Actually, I don't know for sure what's causing it. Didn't we just have a bag of poker cards? Where the hell did I put it? I swear we just had a bag of poker cards. It's so easy to lose things. I've lost the bag of poker cards, everybody. Wow, you got to be kidding me. All right. Well, we just had a bag of poker cards, and I was just handing out free poker cards, and now the bag is missing. That makes me sad. We got 28 likes. Smash that like button for me, guys. Let's get to 40 real fast. Where the hell would I have put them? I wouldn't have put them anywhere. Oh my God, bro. All right. Well, tell you what, I'm not going to spend any more time on this. Let's get this up there. There it goes. We'll figure that out another time. And this goes up here. Check the iPhone settings then. Yeah, I know people say that, but it's like I've already done that like 5 times. They tell you can go change out of isolation, and I'm currently not in isolation. I'm in the regular microphone, so it just doesn't seem to be something you can just click a button and fix. All right. Haven't heard music in a long time. It's not a new update. Could be OBS related. What happened? We ought to try a stream from OBS, see how that goes. All right, so Jimmy Therese, he says, hello, Mr. 2Gem3s, use store credit, and I need a new bag. All right, store credit, you got it. 2Gem3s. That's so annoying, dude. I can't believe the music is still broken. Here we are. Can you give me a rare card for free? Well, it just depends. Are you gonna say please, bro? And are you going to say that you want one Charizard? All right, here's Jimmy Therese. Now you want Gem 3. That's over here somewhere. Where is it? Ooh, do we need a new box of Gem 3? I think we do, if I recall. I think we do. Yeah, we do, huh? That was it. We need a new bag. Now, there it is. I see it. So I could, in theory, just play Radiohead while I'm working, and you guys couldn't hear it. Is that it? I wonder if I should. Listen to music I actually want to hear. All right. Here we are. All right. Please give me a Mewtwo. You got to say, please, bro. You know, you can't just say, please. You got to say, please, bro. Please, bro. Now, this is $37 minus 12, which is what, 25.5? There it is, 25.5. Okay, please, sir, bro. No, you did it all wrong. It's like this. Please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. You gotta say it like that. We can just play our own music here too. You mean you can listen to more Splatoon now? True, Mister. I want a Poker Hound Doom. I know you have one. Great, sell me it. How can I get a pack? Hey, what's up, Mister Dustin Aquatic? Made easy. You got to send in an order. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to give people money? Mama, you got to give me some money. And then I go, oh, let me get this boofy pack for you. I go, Jimmy Perez, you're pulling a Latin Rock. No, I don't. You don't got any money. Why don't you got any money? Everything in life's about money, man. You gotta have money if you want a girlfriend. You gotta have money if you want a boyfriend. You gotta have money if you want to buy a house. You gotta buy money if you want to buy a car. You gotta have money if you want pancakes. You gotta have money if you want to go to church. They'll be like, the Lord said, give me money. Even church, they don't let you go to church without telling you that you need to give them money. That's how you know. It's all about money. And the Lord said, give me money. See what I'm saying? I got money. You got money? Nice. Please, bro. Please, bro. Oh, now we're talking. Mr. Gulam Haider Bhutto, he's looking for a free rare Mewtwo. Where can we get him a free rare Mewtwo? Thank you, Jimmy. Now you're talking. And the Lord said, let there be money. Next up, we got an order from a gentleman named Heavy Rice. You got it. All right, Heavy Rice. All right. There it is. Here we are, the expensive booster. Mr. Rice, I assume you know how this works. This, of course, is a pack split. So what you bought is one of the spots in the pack split. You're the fourth person in there. So now we just need 7 more people to join, or at least 7 spots to sell. So this is 4 out of 11 completed for the Team Rocket break. Ban that guy. What? Don't forget to give him a bag of heavy rice in this bag. I'm going to get you some rice. Miss Six says she'll try one live costume. Okay, Miss Six. All right. So there it goes. Our little crazy card in there. Zoinks. All right, one of these. Oh, that's not bad at all. Look at that. That's actually probably worth $25. Pretty cool. All right. Oh, God, they're back. Please, 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 please. All right, here's Six's bag, which is right next to me. Six, that was really not that bad of a pull. That Groudon's a valuable card. Excuse me, I've still got a cough. So AI said the YouTube app's not that sophisticated and that probably the noise cancellation is coming from iPhone. iPhone is isolating music from the microphone. That's what it says. Okay. Ooh, that Slow King was a gym breakout at some point. He didn't go off. He was a 35, 1 and 2. Oh, he's English. Nice. Yeah, that's a good one, huh? Let's get him in the Poke Shuffles. Why not? Okay, I know about Poke Shuffle, but what is that called and how much does it cost? Poke Shuffles are $5, and you get a $5 chance for a slab, and we just constantly load it up. Look how many empty cards we got here. We got some loading up to do. So this was 70. Why don't we double check it? This is a rotation, right? Let's double check it. So let's grab the iPhone. I'll do it on the iPhone. How's it going, guys? Happy Thursday. I'm a fan of Thursdays. Thursdays are so close to Friday. Slow King 099. All right. Yep. Wishucks. Yep, $70 is going to be correct. That's going to be 14, right? That artist, that singer David, he liked the number 14 too, right? Oh my God. You guys been listening to the details of that as the prosecution unfolds? That's been crazy. There you go. LMAO, Mr. Too soon, I think. Mr. Pin the website. Mr. Pin the website. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, my bad. Were we not pinned? Let's see. Let me grab this. That's a crazy one, mister. Dude, I'm listening to the details of that. It's pretty crazy. Sorry about that. I didn't have the website pinned in the chat. My bad. My B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good. He's in. It's always a good thing to have the live customs be filled with good cards because otherwise you're just going to end up pulling a bunch of those star spots, you know. Here's a Hydrapple for 30 bucks. He's not a top choice. What else we got? Here's a $170 Goop Gas Attack. Darkrai. I like this Gengar. I also like this Braviary. Braviary? That guy's cool. Let's get him in here. You ready? That's 8. He's going in. Getting some new slabs in there. 076. Bray V Air Re T10. All right. Good. Get this Darkrai over here. We still got a couple expensive slabs up here that probably need their pictures taken. The Pricey Slabs channel. 3 spots left on that Sylveon. Somebody at the factory stole the hits from Prismatic. Yeah, that could have happened. It really could have. Let's get some 9s into the box. We never put 9s up in that Pokey Shuffle, but we ought to because we know we've got a lot of 9s to go through. So here are 2 solid 9s. We've got Rhydon D's and Gengar. All right. So this shall say number 057. Gengar, T10. Somebody did that for Evolving Skies. Yeah, they did. They did. It's possible that it happened again. And this will be Jungle, Rhydon, T9. Hey, what's up, Tonka Tootsie? I called this T10. It's not T10, is it? It's T9. That's an important distinction. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Good. Good, Anakin. All right. Let's see if we have any new orders in the queue. I think we might have just ran out of orders. Have you ever been in a fight at Costco for the latest sealed Pokemon product? No, I can say I've never fought over Pokemon product ever. And I'd like to keep it that way. It's probably better for my health. Mark Kaplan's in. He says he'll try a Japanese Pokemon Mega Dream. Those are always expensive. Where are those hiding out? I think they're hiding out here. I want one of those Poker Houndooms. Here we are. Korean Pokemon Mega Dream. All right, some Korean Mega Dream. That's, here we are. So this is the last pack, so I have to give a fresh box before we move on. Those are the rules. When the bags go empty, we refill them immediately. Here we are. All right. Oops. Mister, if you had to, would you win in a fight for Scented Heroes in a Walmart? I'm crazy. You don't want to be in a fight with me. We are. I swear I'd never do that again. You wouldn't want to be in a fight with me. I'm a total psychopath. We are. All my family did was fight, strictly. None of us got along, not even one of us. We hated each other. And our fights were horrifying, super, super violent. So I did that for just about 17 years before I left home. So I'm just a little crazy, you might say. Here's Pokemon Hidden Fates. So if I was real mad, you wouldn't want to be in a fight with me. Unless you're bigger than me, then you just beat me up. So that won't be a problem. Here's Pokemon Heat Wave. Let's see, where's the Heat Wave? It's just a little crazy in my family. Yeah, it's not an accident. I don't talk to my family. All right, let's see. We were nuts. We were a hell spawn straight out of the fires or something. I'm old. I'm not playing WDE for some packs. Yeah, me either. No thanks. I would just buy it online for too much. I've seen that recent. Did you guys see that recent one? It was like at a Walmart, and there was this girl screaming, and this black guy was fighting with this other guy, and they were just shoving each other up against the shelving over like a simple Pokemon restock. And that was recent. That just happened. It was just crazy watching it. You almost wonders like, are these even collectors? These are definitely not collectors, right? These are just people flipping it on eBay for sure, right? And then I think there was like a Collecticon type event that just said that it won't allow vendors to sell modern product anymore because they want to reduce the demand for the product or something. So cringe. Yeah, you guys saw that one? It just happened. That one's been going viral. I can't believe how much content there is like that. There's so much content. Mr. Mark. We are. Ooh, Lee Fairy. There's some real racist ones too. Like there was the one guy at Target. I don't know if you guys saw this one, but this one's a little older. It was a guy saying there was like a line of people at Target waiting for the restock, and some of them were Latino. And this white guy comes up and he's like, "I'm reporting all of you to ICE" or something like that. What the? That's crazy. Over Pokemons. I'm reporting all of you. You're all here illegally. What? Yeah. How about the ghost chair fights? You guys ever see the ghost chair fights? You want this little Charmeleon? How about those ghost chair fights? Those are crazy. Did you see the recent JP Morgan scandal? Yeah, a JP Morgan Jr. or something. It was a dude. He was being kept as a sex slave for a woman, right? And when you open the comment section, everyone's like, "So you're saying JP Morgan's hiring, right?" Ah, man, these things never happen to me. Yeah, I saw that. Does Mr. ship to Mexico? Absolutely. Yeah. Actually, we've done that very recently. We are. Like 2 weeks ago. He voted for Gumshoes for sure. We are. Whoa, look at that. Misty Psyduck. Holy cow, man. Wow, you guys forget Heatwave Arena is a top set. Man. All right, and I think I can look it up for you if you want the JP Morgan scandal. All right, cool, man. Okay, so that was for you, Mr. Mark. Just leaving these for you. Picking up that Misty Psyduck is not a bad deal at all. That's a big pull. That might have just paid for the whole order right there. It's surprising people don't open that set more, don't you think? Oh, I found the poker cards. They were in the M box. How did that happen? I put them in the M box. That's why I couldn't find them. I knew I was going crazy. I knew they were going to show up somewhere. There we go. All right. And now I can put these back over here. So let's see. You guys ready for this JP Morgan? JP Morgan news? Wait a minute here. Blech. All right. So go to news. Here it is. JP Morgan executive Lorna Hadini sexually abused Brown. Whoa, what? Threatened his career. Whoa, I didn't see all that. Junior male colleague identified as John Doe. Well, I don't want to say everything in this article. I didn't realize it was so. I didn't realize there was more to it. Hajini is believed to have drugged him and even threatened his career when he refused the non consensual and humiliating sex acts. Wow, what the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, there's a lot to this. I only saw like a TikTok article about it. I didn't read all the details. Holy moly, dude. I can't even read that. It's like rated X. My God. Why are rich people like this? That's a good question. I wouldn't know. All right, let's go ahead and jump over here. Oh, blank. It's a lady that did it too. Yeah, so it's like this white lady that did it too. It's what the fuck? It's pretty wild. All right. Man, somebody's why does this never happen to me? All right, let's see. It's always someone else. Let's get this counter with this picture. Hey, what's up, Mr. Gulam? Let's take a picture. Ooh, we're taking a picture. That's wild stuff, man. I did not see all those details until just now, and that's a lot heavier than I thought it was. I mean, the TikTok article I read, all I read was, sex slave. That's all I read. I didn't read all the other stuff. Jeez. It's more about power after you reach a certain net worth. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. There we go. All right. Okay. Holy schmoles, man. Guacamoles. Charizard. Ah, Dratini. Let's see what we got here. Persian. Oh, yes. All right. Here's a Wigglytuff. So I guess I need to go open a JP Morgan account? I don't know. No, but that's serious business, that's can't be doing that obviously. All right. Did the Primal Clash go off? No, not yet. I think there's 3, maybe 4 people in there. $14 to get into the Primal Clash pack break, guys. It's pretty cheap. It's just a bit of fun. It's some XY product. What the hell? Oh, what the hell? What did I click on? Here we are. All right, so the next order is Miss Six, who wants 4 of the Solo Leveling Volume 2. Yes. Hammer away at these 6. They're at a very good price. I know they're at a good price. I looked it up. We're underpriced, and I don't even mind this time. We're just letting them go. They're basically on sale. They're clearance. 14 or 15. They're 14. Swapping from Chase. Is that why that one dude was opening a Wells Fargo account? Did he say that? I don't remember. Oh, somebody said that earlier, didn't they? They says, I'm opening a Wells Fargo account. Who was it that said that? I don't remember. Was that Catnip? It was. All right. We got 40 likes. Thanks for smashing that button. Go snipping this. Yes, we got some good stuff to hand out. Tossing that away. It was catnip. That's what I thought it was. You know, he said that, and I thought, oh, he's just a young guy opening up a bank account. No, you had read that article. Crazy. All right, all right, all right. You know, my theory is that people who are in those fields, like, you know, competitive finance fields, are people who run on like heavy dopamine reward systems, you know, so they got to have something. And if their addiction is like alcoholism or something like that, they don't make it that far. So I think there's eventually you end up with a bunch of like highly sexual people up there because they're the only ones that aren't dying on drugs because sex doesn't kill you, you know. You know, that's my theory. Super, super, super like motivated types. You know what I'm talking about? Like real motivated. Here you go, 6. I got lots of motivation. Do you think when customers read these types of articles or news, they really switch from banking companies? I'm ready to swap to JP Morgan right now. I'm swapping over. Yeah. No, but I don't think it will actually hurt them. Weirdly enough, this news story is not, it's a bad situation legally for the company, but it's not going to hurt their brand. We are. Here's an order. Joseph Smith, 1 spot in the Primal Clash. All right, Primal Clashing it up. How much is a box of solo leveling? $40. Real cheap. Real cheap. Cheaper than eBay. Nothing wrong with those boxes, too. They come out of cases. It's good stuff. What's going on there? I'm just selling them until they're sold. That's what's going on there. They're kind of like a product I've decided that I would like to let go of. So I guess that's an example of clearance on the menu. I don't call it clearance, but effectively it is clearance. All right, we got 4 people in here, and so 6 people are needed to finish Primal Clash. So that's kind of like a vintage booster break. It's about 10 years old. Primal Clash, 6 spots left, $14 buy-in. Pretty cheap. All right. Here's an order from Miss 6, 3 Solo Leveling Volume 2s. All right. Did I bring in more? Yeah, 3 of these. Let me go ahead and just open this next box real fast. By the way, we're still looking for somebody to finish that trade break spot. It's a $20 spot. If you want in there, you can trade your way in there, or you can buy in for $20. That's the trade Poker Deoxys 9. I smoked 2 joints before I smoked 2 joints, and then I smoked 2 more. Yeah. Very good. Good. You're always my dream light in the ocean. What? Can I send with Wise? Yeah, absolutely. That's why I believe we list Wise on the description. Wise is pretty nice for international transactions, although most international people don't bother learning it. But Wise, it's cheaper than PayPal. So we always have those options, the cheaper than PayPal options. PayPal is a bad conversion rate and there's a fee, there's like a heavy processing fee. When I do business with guys in Japan or Korea, they virtually expect you to be using Wise. They're like, you got to have it. If you don't use it, they charge you a heavy transfer fee. They go, okay, well, you can still use PayPal. Ooh, look at that. That's that gold embossed one. They go, you can still use PayPal, but you're going to pay an extra like 3% for the whole transaction. I was like, damn, dude. PayPal is very unreasonable as it is with American orders. And then when it gets to international orders, it just gets worse. All right, there we go. Just read that the dude was just cheating and now he's trying to say he was abused. You never know. When people are boxed in a corner, they go, this wasn't my idea. This was her idea. She made me do her. Actually, I was forced into it. You know, when people get caught and their little sexual thing was like super humiliating, then they go, actually, she was a witch. And I hated all that. Uh-huh, sure you did. I'm not trying to victim blame or anything like that, right? Because he's claiming to be a victim, but I'm just saying it's it's a good defense. If you were cheating on your wife, it's a good defense to say, actually, I had no choice, even though she's smaller and weaker than me. I had no choice but to, and I could report her to HR. I had no choice but to put my wiener in her. All right, that's 2 cards here. We need 2 more. I'll fire you. I don't know the details of it. What am I? I'm talking out of my cheeks here. That one looks like TCC. What are you talking about? Javier Arroyo, 4 spots in Primal Clash. Ooh. So Primal Clash much closer now. What does that mean? There's 2 spots left in Primal, actually. Okay. Good luck. Yeah, I'm not trying to victim blame or anything like that. All right. I just got that, Mr. Bryan. Okay. Man, story is getting wilder and wilder. Yeah, read it. You got to read the actual article. It's really intense. It's rated X. I can't read it to you guys. It's like there's no breaking crazy stories. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 here. I haven't ordered in a while, but I think my bag's still there. Sure. Happy Thursday, by the way, guys. Next up, we have a Mr. Mark order. He says he wants 3 of the Korean Mega Dream. Freshly restocked Mega Dream. Here it is. Now it's your turn for your comeuppance. That email had some language. Yeah. Yet Mamdani was telling King Charles he has to replace some kind of like Indian diamond or something, right? I guess the British are famous for having gone around and stolen a bunch of like artifacts from other countries and putting it in a museum. It belongs in a museum. But so they stole all this crap from around the world and they put it in museums. And people are always calling for the British to return it. What do you guys think of that? Apparently there's some fancy ass diamond that they stole, maybe from India. And Mamdani says he has to return it now. I would just turn around and say this: finders keepers. Duh. Here's a Latias. Very nice. All right. So you pick up the MA from the box, but not the SR. So if you keep going deeper, you might snipe it. Just be careful because someone could snipe you. All right, Mark. Come and get it. Yeah, ours now, bitch. I've heard that a lot about the British museums. People complaining they took artifacts from India and from Africa and all these other places that they were. Yeah. It's just a little shiny rock, guys. What's the big deal? Just a little shiny rock. Calm down. Yeah. Can you take me out of the Sylveon and just give me a box of solo leveling? If you so wish, I will do that. You're breaking my heart, 6. Anakin, you're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow. You are. Top 10 Star Wars anime moments. Well, so which one did you want? Solo leveling 1 or solo leveling 2? Which one do you prefer? Oh man, I hate this music, and you guys can't even hear it. Why am I listening to it? They also have a dragon, allegedly. I knew it. I knew there were dragons. All right, who's got the oldest order? 426, 424, and this one says 428. Javier has the oldest. No, wait. 28 comes after those other numbers. So 24 is the oldest one. Andrew Martin, 1 Primal Clash spot, 50 to slab away. Andrew Martin with an A. All right, Andrew, I will allow it. Let's see, slab away. Andrew Martin. This needs to go to 250. Boom. All right, updated. Now, the other part to your order was 1 spot in the Primal Clash. This means 1 spot remains. The Scientology people claim to have a dragon. Oh, yes. A bearded dragon. Very cool. Andrew Martin. There we go. The Scientology building removed all the door handles now. What? I'm joining Scientology. What do you guys think? I'm joining. I'm tired of living this normal life. All right, so 6 months volume 2, you got it. I'm gonna grab some volume 2. All right. Ow, my back. What the fuck? I got like a bad back all the time. Like, when don't I have a bad back? All right. So these are the last 3 boxes of this, and then we're sold out. Throwing it away. Here you go, 6. There are different solar leveling volumes. Yes, sir. Now we have a lot of solar leveling volume 1. Mr. needs to stretch. You know what, Andy? That's actually probably some good advice. Seems like it's an issue that could be resolved with stretching. 6 ordered a whole box of these. Let's see what you got. You should lift weights, mister. It helps out your back. I don't think weightlifting helps your back out. I think core exercises help your back out. So does stretching. Show me the Sung Jin Woo. We'll see what we can do. All right. Oh, you've got Yujin Ho. Yujin Ho. That's like Sung Yahweh. Here's Tusk. That's like Sung Jine or Seo Ji Woo. Here's Go Gun Ho. Gun Hee. And Tank. Did you hear that Korean Pokemon distributors are increasing prices 10% everywhere? So there's a guy who does my supplying for Korean cards, and he mentioned that they're increasing their Korean prices not by 10%. Ooh, not by 10%, but by 50%. He said it's going to be a 50% increase. I don't know. I don't think it'll work. It's an artificial price increase. Sounds like the distributor just doesn't want to sell it as cheap as they used to sell it. So I told my guys that if they do that, it's just going to lower demand. That's all it's going to do. Because the number one selling point of Korean is that it's sharply cheaper than Japanese. That's the selling point. Here's Sung Jina. And iron. Got it. All right, iron. Korean to the moon. I wouldn't say that's Korean to the moon. That's Korean becoming obsolete. That's what'll happen. So if they raise their Korean price too high, what's the incentive to open it anymore? That was the angle with Korean. The angle was that, like, we don't open Indonesian, do we? And we don't open Thai language, do we? You know why? Because they aren't cheap. Korean is cheap. So that was why people opened it. So if they raise their prices a bunch, maybe locally it'll be nice, but they won't make as many international sales. They are. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Now, Japanese prices are increasing by 10%. So they made that announcement that the MSRP on Japanese cards are going up by 10%. That's not a huge amount. It's pretty reasonable. I don't think it'll affect much. All right, Andrew Martin. There you are. Ooh, my favorite is back. Yeah, there's a couple boxes left. 3 sealed boxes and 1 open box that has all the packs left. All right. I've already ordered more. Sergio L12, pack break spot. Oh, wait, it's not your turn. Hold on, it's not your turn. It's Brian's turn. Mr. Brian, he says 1 box solo leveling. All right. Now, you say solo leveling, you just mean the standard Series 1 box. Right, Brian? That right there. Is that right, Mr. Brian? Isn't that mine? Isn't that Six's? They are. Sorry, Six. It was because the name on the screen was Andrew, and you kind of jumped in line when it was still his name on the screen. My bad. They are. I should have remembered that was a 6 order. Did we actually service Andrew then? Maybe we didn't service him. Let me double check, see if we serviced Andrew. Yeah, we serviced him. He's good. All right. Put that back. And then let's put this in the 6's bag. Okay. 6. Here are the cards going in the correct bag. Lovely. All right. Can I do the V2? Yep. You can do V2. Here it is, V2. All right. All of a sudden, we just have the solo leveling selling through. Now, we have a lot of the volume 1 left because originally when I bought the volume 1, I bought like 2 sealed cases. I didn't know how much was in a sealed case. It's like 30 boxes in a case or some other giant number. So I ended up buying too much of the volume 1. So we still have lots of that, but there is only 1 box of volume 2 left at this point. The only reason we didn't have as much volume 2 is because I decided not to buy very much of it. All right. Because volume 2 is volume 1 slowed down real heavy in sales at one point. Here you go, Mr. Brian. I'm new here. Yeah. Let's see. And boom. All right. Here's Choi Jong-in. Very nice. Here's a lovely Sung Jin-woo. Very nice. Here's Shadow Soldier. Ooh. And here's this crazy looking Sung Jin-woo. It's kind of just the same 5 characters over and over, isn't it? Lee Gyeon Gook or something. We've got Go Gun Hee. All right, Go Gun Hee. What's this? Go Gun Hee. All right, very nice. And here's Yu Jin Ho. Very nice. Here's Baek Yoon Ho. Sung Jin Woo. And this guy. All right, thank you very much. Placing this over here. Let's make sure we're on the actual correct order. Thank you very much, Mr. Brian Diaz. Let's go looking for your bag. Is set 1 not as good? No. Set 1's very good. 6 has already opened a lot of this of set number 1. Set 1's very good. It's got a lot of strong pulls in it, including like this super, super nice Sungjin Woo pull. All right, let's see. Actually, I almost feel it's the other way around. I feel like they don't have as many good cards in set number 2. It's set number 2 that doesn't have as many good cards. Where can I put this while I'm searching for the next box? Yeah, I feel like set number 2 was the set that didn't have as many good pulls. Here we are. But I'm sure 6 is going after set number 2 because she's already pulled everything from set number 1. There we go. Leaving the nest. Wow, that's cool, man. Place this in here. All right. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you using Wise, by the way. Back over here, we have Javier Arroyo is actually next. He wants 10 Pokey Shuffles. I'm broke till tomorrow now. No. All right. Where do I sign up for your OF6? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Straight cold round, Mr. Javier. That's a straight cold round. Oof. Discord, I sent surgery photos. We are. I hope things went well. What's the doctor saying to you now? Javier, I'm sorry, man. That's a really tough round. That's a cold round in the Pokey Shuffles. Sergio L12 says he wants the last pack break spot. You got it. Sorry, Javier. It happens sometimes. I guess it kind of has to happen, you know, because you've seen those big, legendary jackpot rounds, and those are only possible when some cold ones come out, huh? Look at that, Mickey Mouse. Watch, it's a snap. Mickey Mouse, $1,000. All right. Let's see. So let's go grab this. Very nice. We're going to grab the beautiful Roaring Skies bag. There we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. And let's grab this Primal Clash. So we got the Primal Clash pack break going off today. Sudden, it finished all of a sudden. It's sudden to all of a finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's shuffle these up, showing the names off one last time, and we're beginning. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let me hit refresh on this. All right. Ooh. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's going better than last time, says 6. Ooh. Nice. Give me a number. I love the pack splits, guys. The pack splits are so cool because they take an expensive pack and they make it accessible. Is this working? I don't think this is working. Let me refresh on it. All right, let's see. All right, so the number is 3. Hold on, let me do something real fast. There we go, I think. All right. Hit refresh on that one more time. So 1, 2, 3. Very good. Set this here. Let's open the Primal Clash pack. All right. There we are. Somebody's getting a real nice Mudkip. Ooh. Time to rank up in Rivals. 6. 6, you told me you like to play Fortnite. I thought you were playing Fortnite. Let's scooch this over here. All right. And here we have Javier Royal, Mr. Javier. That's Vibrava. Ooh, Mr. Javier picking up Vibrava. Card number 2, Mr. L12. In here, L12 is going to pick up Tentacool Ancient Trait. Oh, very cool, man. Mr. L12 will be over here. Here it is. All right. 6, I thought you told me your favorite game was Gears of War. I'm almost ranked Grand Muster. All right, here's Joey Smith. So, Joseph, you're getting an uncommon. Dive Ball. All right. Dive Ball it is. here's Mr. Javier. It looks like you might have sniped the rare. Good. Now we don't know what that is, but it could be something big, right? So I'll set that there. And then also we've got Mr. Javier with the double snipe. That's going very well. All right. So we'll find out what that is in a minute. He just got basically both pulls in the pack. Not bad. Eric Rodriguez. Doesn't get much better than that. Picking up a Lotad. Cute little Lotad for Eric Rodriguez. You're a wizard, Harry. All right, here's Andrew Martin. Andrew Martin pulling Bunnelby. Ooh. There we go. Grabbing that. Putting that back up there. Here's Javier Rono. Okay. With the Sligma. He had a lot of spots in there. Beatrice Moniz. Oh, Beatrice, you were one away from the Mudkip. That sucks. That Mudkip's a real nice pull. But you're going to get Phoebos. It's not terrible. Phoebos is cute. I hear the music now. JK. You're joking? Okay. Here's Beatrice. Thank you, Miss Beatrice. Oh my God, he's messing with me. And then, last but not least, who's getting this beautiful Mudkip? It is Marius Larson with the Mudkip pull. How's it look? It looks pretty clean too. So here's a Mudkip. Very nice. That's X-White Era Mudkip. Got a sleeve here. Okay, lift that up. Good. Boop. Where are we storing you, Marius? What pack break was this? This was Primal Clash. It's a really good set. We could run it a second time even. Okay. Too bad I don't get paid until next week. Hope the next order of Dreamlike comes in. I'm sure it will. I ordered 8 more boxes of it because it's been selling too fast. Probably should have just started out that way. Ready? Oh man, it's a crappy pack. So the rare card was this Nido Queen, which is actually pretty cool, but it's a non-hollow. And then look, it's like off center. That sucks. And then the reverse hollow was just this fresh water set. Oh my God, bro. It wasn't even a good pack. It was not even a good pack, Mr. Javier. That sucks. The Mudkip was the best pull. Marius Larson walked away with the best pull. It was the freaking Mudkip. No, but the Nido Queen would be a good pull if only it was well centered. All right. Well, that didn't go well. Darn, dude. Maybe we try again. What do you guys think? If that pack was so dang cold, maybe we try another pack. Or we could swap to something crazy like Ancient Origin. Or, ooh, actually, I've been wanting to do a Tops pack. We could do a Tops pack, huh? I don't know. Should we do Tops? I like Tops a lot. I think it's a good set. Are these all the same? What do you guys think? A vintage top set? Testing it, seeing if it feels stuck together. I can't tell. I'll do a Tops. All right, let's get Tops running. We've been doing these XY sets for a while. Let's do a Tops pack. How many in here? 7? So whatever it is divided by 7. Well, it's not fitting in there quite right. Okay, there it goes. All right. So this would be a little bit pricier. So we got 2 vintage packs running, basically 2 vintage packs. And I was thinking Cosmic. I think I would have to open a fresh case of Cosmic, and I'm low on those. So let's see. What's our price on this? This is a little bit pricey, isn't it? We have a high price on our, let's see, Pokemon English Old, Pokemon Vintage. So for Series 1, our price is $240, and I've been thinking about lowering that a little bit. Says that would be 37. So we're going to lower Top Series 1 to 200 and Topps First Movie to 190. Some big price changes there. We just lowered the top series one set by $40. All right. And I've been meaning to do that because I noticed I can restock it. So when we have the option to restock it, that really helps me lower the price. Okay, but then Cosmic after this. It's not impossible. I'm not completely close-minded to it. Maybe we would buy a fresh booster box. Here we are. We bought a fresh booster box of Primal Clash when we started that one. Did you know that? Boy, that was expensive. Says here we have a Top Series 2 in the menu. That can't be right. We don't sell Top Series 2, do we? Top Series 2 isn't on the menu. So wait a second. Let me remove this because we shouldn't have this. Let me quick edit this. Is it? Oh, it's marked out of stock. I get it now. Okay, cool. That's all good then. How about Top's first movie? So Top's first movie, we're lowering the price to 190. How about that? We just lowered two prices. Sometimes we lower prices and it's a nice thing. So we're going to start this one off at $200 divided by 7. So it's going to be about $28 to get in here. Vintage, $28. Somebody will get the hollow. Could be Charizard. I know Charizard has not been pulled out of that box. That's true. Also, with this only being 7 spots, it doesn't take as many people for it to go off. Right. So hey, what's up, local Soul Reaper? Cosmic box break? We could do a cosmic box break probably. We haven't set up a big box break in a while. I think those are kind of hard to move. Christopher Houghton. Let me make sure we haven't missed anybody. Christopher Houghton, 1 Japanese, 151. Oh man, these 151s are ready to profit for me. It took years. I stored cases of this without selling it for years. I didn't want them to sell. I knew they were going to get expensive. It was almost like a guaranteed thing. I'm noticing an increase in buyers on these. It's finally time. All right, here's Persian and Marowak. Ooh, you don't say. Does website work? Never for me. If not, just in PayPal. Yeah? Yeah, the website can be goofy sometimes. Some people I notice struggle with it a little more. Go Christopher Houghton. Thank you, Christopher. Let's see. Christopher Houghton. How many left in the Rocket Pack? Well, I think we have, what, like 4 people in there so far? Might be more than 4. A couple people just joined it. All right, throwing that away. I hear Kara stomping around. I wonder if she's off. Dreamlike Oceans has some awesome looking cards. He's not wrong. It's a cool set. So it looks like we're caught up on orders. We have a moment where there's no orders. Does anyone want to trade for this last spot in the Deoxys? He's so close. He's 1 in 4. 1 spot left on this Deoxys. He's a beautiful card. Population 5. There's only 1 PSA 10. I mean, he just looks amazing. Look at him, DC. How cool is that? Anyways, if you pull this for 20 bucks and all you did was trade in some junk cards anyways, that's not a bad situation, is it? I don't think my order got opened. Ew, what's the name on this order? I'd like to trade in a slab for store credit. Does that work? It sort of works. It sort of works. What I can do is I can consign the slab, and then if somebody else buys it, then you get paid out 75%. And if I happen to like it, I'll buy it myself. That's how we do it, okay? But let me go ahead and see. He said he didn't think his order got done. Who was that? So, hey, it's Cap. What's the name on this order? Me. Take all my cards. Joseph Smith. Well, Joseph, I could take your whole bag, but then if you missed, which is a 1 in 4 odds of missing, you're not going to have a bag left. Is Mark Kaplan second order? Now, see, I thought we did that. Mark Kaplan, I think we did that a while ago. Says Korean Mega Dream. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm going crazy. Oh, I bet you I looked at it and then I didn't service it. Let me go ahead and grab your bag and double check. No, we did service this one, didn't we? Didn't we? Because I mentioned it. I said that he had a fresh. Oh, yeah, we serviced this one. So, Mr. Mark, we serviced it and you pulled an MA. You might have looked away and then we serviced it when you weren't looking. See if I can find this. You pulled this guy right here. Garlic Galaxy. Garlic Ray. It was a Palkia slab. Oh, yeah. I remember that. So you've got a Palkia slab and you'd like to take that one and put it into consignment, which means I'll put it up for sale up on the table. Is that what you want? I like the name Pitch Black. Someone just listed his art Cardos for 17K. Snippet. Didn't you say it last sold for 30 and now it's up for 17K? Is that what you're saying? All right, I'm gonna go snipe it right now, guys. You guys want to watch me buy it right now live? Give me my elephant gun. Cardos. Charizard. Okay. You're talking about this one right here, but that's a greenback. Let me see. Not only is it a greenback, but it has an impossibly old label. That's not that good. That's why it's so cheap. Let me check sold. So the $30,000 one is actually the red label version of the card, and or the red, not label, red background version of the card, and this one right here, right? Oh, they don't want to reveal the code. I hate that. Why do they don't want to do that? That's so annoying. Yes, it just sold for 32K. Someone just listed it for 17K. The green label one sold for 32K. Actually, I guess this one, oh no, that sold marked down from 22K. It doesn't say that when you're scrolling. You have to click on it to know that for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'd stay away from that one. Too old of a label. 50 months? What? True 50? Oh Lord, they didn't bring a sacrifice, child. Dylan Chan's here. He wants a spot in the jumbo pack break. Jumbo pack break, one spot left, everybody. Jumbo pack break, one spot left. All right. I'm gonna write you down a card here, Mark. Grab Mark's Palkia, Mark Kaplan. That should be with the C. Yep. All right, so I'll write that down so I don't forget that. I would let you take my whole bag for it. Besides a Rayquaza Chinese card I'm using for my binder. Well, let's grab your bag. This guy? You got a lot of Playboy cards. They don't have the Donald Trump in it. I guess I could just pump these into the junk packs, but it doesn't quite add up to 20 is all I'd say. Yeah, that's just a common card. The problem is this is close to 20, but I don't really feel like it's 20. Thought you said Jungle Pack break for a second. LaFlame's old label green Gengar sold for 10K, 2 over red. That red green stuff doesn't matter. Yeah, I sold my red Gengar for 10K, except it was a pristine CGC grade. Let's put that back in. I already put in for the Deoxys. All right, that's going to do it. Deoxys is complete, everybody. Nintendo cards look cool. Those Nintendo packs are very cheap, and they can sometimes grade 10, and when they do, they sell for hundreds of dollars. That's why they're always on my menu, because I actually think they're good to open. The trade slab and a spot in the tops pack. Is that right? Wait, that doesn't add up. So you sent 20 here, and you sent 40 for the tops pack. I'm a bit confused, Jacob. Trade slab and tops pack. Well, let me get you into the trade slab. Tell me a little bit about the tops pack, Jacob. Okay. Here it is. One person's going to walk away with this. Look at the back of it, too. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, that's so cool. That comes out of a deck where only like 15 of the cards are gradable. Really expensive. Those are the names. I'm going to take it behind the screen and shuffle it. All right. So now, names are being shuffled. Oh, I'll send the rest. Yeah, I wasn't sure what you were buying there. All right, give me a number. Give me a number. Yeah, I sold that Gengar for 10K, and that finishes my need for tax money. 1, 2. So I'm ready to pay my taxes. I haven't paid them yet. They're still being calculated, if you can believe it. They have not finished bookkeeping for the taxes. All right. Did I already cut it? I can't remember. I already cut it, didn't I? Somebody said 2 and then I did it. Shoot, I can't remember. I happened so fast, my brain has no memory. I already cut this, or do I need to cut it? You did. Okay, so this one right here, good. Jacob Chickering, look at that, Jacob. How about that? How exciting. All right, Jacob Chickering takes the Deoxys. Very good. We're jumping over here to the Breaks History channel. We're going to say Primal Clash booster sometime before 116 minutes. Number 2, Deoxys trade slab goes to Jacob at 116 minutes. This I have to press so hard with the marker now because it's dead. I might as well go grab a fresh marker. All right, that's another trade slab gone. My fresh booster packs of Pokemon Go arrived. Japanese booster packs. I paid so much for them. Good. All right. Keep that there. So good. Did you guys watch the new episode of The Boys? I watched the new episode last night. It was kind of an intense episode, kind of dark. So, Jacob, you sent another $20. So I'm a little bit confused. So let me grab you a card. Your first order was for $60, right? So in your first order, you have $40 left over after the trade break, right? Now in the second order, you sent 20 more dollars. So you have a total of $60. You have $60, Jacob. What exactly are you ordering here? If you're trying to order to get into here, this is $28 per spot. Now that's the new top split, right? Keep the money gift. Ooh, don't tell me that, Jacob. You're tempting me. We hit the 40 likes, right? Let's start giving this away. All right, I'm setting up the Sarah giveaway, guys. Camera needs to go a little bit toward the left. Cheep, 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 cheep. All right, there you go. All right, start typing in Sarah, everybody. Sarah's the keyword. Type it in. Missed Chime says I can pay through there, but I won't let me. Missed Chime says I can pay through there, but it won't let me. Chime, what could he be referring to? We have a lot of different methods for payments, so we accept a lot of different methods. Here is Mike Side getting in. Hey, how about that, Mike Side? Mike Side. I like that the moderators throw their hats in for the giveaways more consistently now, because I feel like they used to not try very hard. But you see, when you try every single time, that's the trick. That's when you start winning stuff. Oh, look, there's Timmy. Okay. When you try every single time, that's when you start winning stuff because it's all about consistency. If you think about the style of the giveaways, it's all about consistency. If you're trying every single time, your odds shoot way up over time because we host so many breaks and because there's so many giveaway spots. There it is. So that's up to 6 already. That is the Sarah Dusenberry birthday giveaway. I meant the Chime app. The Chime app? What the hell's a Chime app? All I wanted is 1 spot. Well, Jacob, you actually sent in for 2 spots. You have enough room for 2. So why don't I set you up for 2 spots? They're $28 per spot. Might as well. Welcome to Pokemojis. Oh, very cool. That's a membership. Memberships cost $2 a month. I know, a lot of money. And they're cool because you get a little Pokeball next to your name. There we go. I really don't make much money from memberships. Even if I had 100 people as members, YouTube takes 1/3 of all that income. So I do not get rich from memberships. However, I still offer them because I think they are cool. Like, for example, I think it's neat that you can use the emojis. We have a lot of fun emojis. And then the other thing is the Pokeballs evolve next to your name as time goes by. So Jacob, you're left with $4 left over. Now, did you want to donate that? We are. You're telling me to keep some money. I don't want to keep all your money, but I'll take $4. Let's jump over here to this would go in the Roaring Skies booster, wouldn't it? So this old booster that says Roaring Skies. Keep it. All right. Thank you. I'll accept it as a $4 tip. Okay. Good. Throwing this away. I only win crap I don't want. Yeah. I've seen that happen. Okay. Same with grading. Like, you'll grade a whole bunch of cards. The Charizard will miss. The Blastoise will miss. The Venusaur will miss. And then the Rattata will grade 10. It's like, what? The one card that I didn't care if it graded 10 or not is the only one that graded 10. And then everything that I desperately wanted to grade 10 misses. Happens all the time. All right, what we got? We got Eevee, Lucario, and Frigibax. Really weird one, Frigibax, huh? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. You're jumping to the Tops Pack too. So Tops Pack has 3 out of 7 people in it. I tell you, it's a pretty short break. Lucario T10. All right. I like Tops cards. They're pretty neat. They're fun to open. Hard to grade 10. But they do actually sell for a lot of money. But you don't always see them sell here on this stream because all I have left are kind of like the niche ones. But the only reason I have niche, the reason we only have niche ones left over is because all the other ones are already sold. So when you have a good Tops card, it sells pretty fast. If you have $700 Persian, it kind of sits around until you find just the right person. You got William Wafter, because not everybody's a $700 Persian fan, as it turns out. You know, but I watched a Marowak sell the other day for like $75, and it was just a non-hollow. William Wafter. I have over 20 slabs from you in the last 4 years, and I only like one of them so far. Oh, man. Mr. You think new Tops Pokemon is happening? Well, there's no sign of it so far, but there's also no sign of McDonald's Pikachu, and we're only heading toward the halfway point of the year, so I guess what was that image we saw? We saw that image of the one girl with all those signatures. What was that all about, right? It sure would be nice, but even if it doesn't happen, it's not like the Tops cards weren't already a thing. Like, people were still buying and collecting Tops cards before they speculated that they were going to release more of them. I'm going to say no to Tops. Yeah, let me hit refresh. Tops have been making me a lot of money for a very long time. I keep a huge group of Tops cards ready to grade all the time. And, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I've just sold a bunch of them. Let me see. I sold a couple on eBay. You know what's cool about selling them on eBay? When you sell them on eBay, there's a history of it left over. So you can always go back and show people. So you don't get to see the ones on the table that sell, but when they sell on eBay, you do. Let's look up Tops. This has got to be the slowest app of my whole life. Look how slow this is. This is what I was saying. Like the PSA Vault app is terribly slow. There it goes. So let's see. See this card here? This one sold for $120, and that's not a holographic card. This is a non-holo. Oh my God. There you go. See, that is not holographic. Still sold for 120. Just like I said, you can get a non-holo 10 and it can sell for like 100. $600, 550, 300, 200, and then some of these junky ones down here. Those are like sub 10s. Sounds like the looks maxing. He's a subhuman. But look at this. Yeah, so this was back in March. We sold a Tops the Movie 2000 for 600, and it's just a simple silver foil. All right. I actually took a lot of my Tops cards and raised their prices because I was kind of scared they were going to sell. Look at the PSA estimate. They estimated it was worth $92. How stupid is that? And then the card ladder value is still 341. Bro, it sold for 600. So, all of that's manipulated. I don't know how they calculate that crap, but it is badly out of date. I don't think PSA has an incentive to offer a bullish view of the card because what PSA does is they tell you your card's worth $94 and then they make a $70 offer on it. And I think that that is so deceptive because what it means is it's essentially a number you can't rely on. You cannot rely on that number at all. But they use that number to make you an offer and they act like it's official. I don't think Topps cards for Pokemon will come back. I'm going to say no Topps. Let me go ahead and grab this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about Topps cards, but let me show you some more Topps sales. Sounds like we got some people who they don't really pay attention too much to Pokemon Topps. So PSA 10, Pokemon Topps. All right, let's take a look. There are some heavy Topps collectors. You know how I know this? Because I communicate with them sometimes. We negotiate box prices and we speculate on the market. All right, so let's say ended recently. Let's do buy it now. Put this away. All right, so we'll just scroll through. Here's one. Wow, what the hell? I just got a bunch of orders. Here's one that sold for 1,000. Here is a horsey that sold for 500. Here's just a sealed grade booster pack that went for 320. That's just a booster pack. Here's Hitmonchan. Here's Sandshrew. Here's a Dratini that went for 450. Here's a non-hollow Staryu. This sold on April 29th, by the way. So this sold just about 24 hours ago. So this is a non-hollow that sold for 100. Here's a non-hollow War Turtle. He is non-hollow. He comes out of this set right here. That War Turtle does. And you can see, even as a non-hollow card, he went for $150. Um, let's see what else. Here's a nice Topps Chrome Pichu that went for 950. Here's a this will come from one of the later sets. He's like a transparent card. This is from Series 2. That went for 250. Actually, that's a pretty good price. But look, here's another great example. This is a non-hollow Bulbasaur, and this just went it looks like it went marked down from 145. Here's a non-hollow Ivysaur. Okay. And here's this is really interesting. This is Pokemon the Movie Topps 2000. And this is the weird little sticker card you can pull. So it's interesting to see that sell for 300. Even I didn't pay attention to that. Look at that. Here's another one. 300. Wow. That's really interesting, actually. Here's one of the best cards you can pull out of this box. So out of there, if you're lucky, you'll pull this guy. That's Silver Rays. So it's like print run 2 with the rays. And it managed to get a 10, and it's going for 2.9 thousand. This sold like 2 days ago. So this card right here, this exact card, can be pulled right out of that if you're lucky. Now, will it grade 10? Probably not. But it could. It's not impossible. It could. Oh, hey, that's that Blockbuster Mewtwo. Cool. And here's just a basic holographic Hypno for 350. So there you guys go. Now you know. So if you think Topps cards make no money, it's just not true. They do make some money. Notably, you saw some of those non-holographic Topps cards selling for over $100. I mean, that's not bad. Andy Dirksen says, finish my slab away and add it to my digital collection. All right. People buying to build those museums. I think there will be Pokemon card museums. I think that'll happen. I think it kind of already happens. Okay, you got this Black Label Mario poker that I thought probably could have been a little more expensive. So you got a good deal on that. Let's see. Where is that? Probably this one right here. Check this out. Andy Dirksen got this as a black label. Ta-da! What do you guys think of this? He got this for 300. Hard to get those black labels, Pretty cool, right? Ace of clubs. You just need the rest of them now. All right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's take a picture. Andy's pretty satisfied with that order. We're jumping down here to Andy Dirksen, and we're going to take a picture. Good. All right. You're all good. I wonder how they grade those sticker cards you just passed because they really don't have centering. Yeah, I'm sure it's tricky. They probably have a system. Thank you, Andy. Boom. So you're removed from the list now. Now, you also said one in the tops pack split. Here you go. The tops cards are really tough because they tend to have all kinds of problems. Sometimes they stick. Sometimes they have bad corners. Sometimes they had a cutting issue. Sometimes they have off centering. Sometimes a corner is bumped. Like anything could go wrong. So the trouble with them is they are hard to grade. That's true. We're up to 4 over here now. They're a lot of fun though. Okay. If you're going to open packs for yourself, what would you open? I'm not gonna lie. I would actually open some tops. So I open a little bit of tops all the time, and I grade a little bit of tops all the time. You guys know that. Every time my submissions come back, I have some tops coming back. So tops are one of the things I grade a lot of. I grade a lot of poker cards, you know. So I grade a lot of Pokemon poker, and I tend to grade stuff that has nothing to do with what you guys open, because I just kind of stay away from that. I don't, if I open like if I open a set, a modern set. I tend to just open like one box of it, stay away from it for the most part. And I don't like to open too much of our own product. That's for you guys. So I'm always looking for something that I can open. Sometimes I get cards to grade from you guys in a trade. So that's why we got to keep these trade cards going. We got these trade cards. We got to keep these going because that's kind of cool, huh? The Luffy. I think this is underpriced. That has to be reevaluated. Oh, look at that. He's only 20 bucks. I'll say him here for giveaway. We got to keep the trade breaks going because I got to earn something to grade from you guys. Here's actually a pretty cool trade break, even if you don't understand it right away. This is actually a staff meganium. So the card itself is valuable. Like, forget about the grade for a second. This card itself is expensive. Staff meganium, graded 9. There's a new trade break already ready to go. We have over here Gabriel Gallegos. Gabriel, sorry about the. Oh, he's jumping in the tops. So, how many spots in the tops did you just buy there? 4? Hold on, let me take a look. I don't know what that adds up to. You sent me $84. That adds up to 3 spots exactly. All right, the tops card is over. Don't try to jump in the tops. So we might have to run the tops break twice because it was pretty popular. All right. Can I get a new rundown on what's going on with the slabs packs on display and how to get in on the action? Hey, how's it going, Chrono Trigger? Welcome to our live stream. We host 2 streams per day. We've been hosting these streams for 7 years, and we host some of the most fun or most interesting breaks, I think, on the internet. So right now, these are called pack splits. People are buying 1 card each in each of these pack splits, and then we shuffle people's names up, and you get a random card out of the pack. You get 1 card from the pack. A lucky guy gets the best card from the pack. We don't always know what that'll be, but it's random. And then we got these kind of breaks right over here. These are called slab breaks. You buy in for $40. See the 40? And then your odds are on the right side, 1 in 30, 1 in 5. Okay, so this is just a pure RNG product. You got a chance for a slab. If you miss, you do get a Pokemon card. You get one of these. So if you miss, this is what you'll get for $40, just a plain Pokemon card. That's how they work. So you're hoping just to pull the slab. So this pack split just finished, Mr. Chrono Trigger. If you stick around, you'll see how it works. It just finished. We needed 7 people and we got it. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's it. We're gonna run a second tops pack because this one ended so fast. But I gotta say, we're running out of time. It's 5:20, so it's time for me to wrap up now, guys. So don't send in 100 new orders. I got to wrap up for the daytime stream for today. I'm sure Karis is already off work. All right. How's your day going so far, mister? It's been okay. I think Karis and I need a little vacation or something. We need a break. I think we're a little worn out. It happens, you know. All right. I think she's especially a little bit stressed. She's working real hard. This, and I don't take her anywhere because I work so much. The keys to the brakes are pretty good. He never really has any bad selection, but winning is the key. Yeah, one of the reasons why I started offering the brakes is because I sat down and I did the math, and I discovered mathematically, dollar for dollar, if you want one of these Muse and a 10, dollar for dollar, you're better off being in my break rather than opening up the actual booster packs of shiny treasures. You know why? Because the odds to pull them is so very bad. Your odds are terrible. But then also, once you pull them, you have to grade them still. That costs money, it costs time, and then you get a PSA 9. So it turns out, even though your odds here are still rough at 1 in 30, somehow this is a better odds than opening a booster pack. And we could prove that mathematically. We've done it a bunch of times. Let's show the names off. Name, 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 name. Let me shuffle this behind the camera. Do you still sell slabs? Yeah. The moment you see a slab up on the table, you can buy it. Um, some of the best slabs get reserved for the breaks. So that's all I can say about that. Some of the best slabs are reserved for the breaks. But like, look at these. These are all for sale. Goop Gas Attack, Gengar for 64, Hydrapple for 30, Darkrai for 90, this crazy Dedenne for 45. If you go to our Discord server, which you can get into that with this QR code, we have these slab channels where you can go shopping for all my slabs. We have pictures of them all. So it's in our Discord server. It's like a card shop in there. All right, so we're shuffling up these names. Good luck, you guys. Give me a number. Do you only grade tag? I grade a lot of PSA. It's just that tag's getting my cards back faster to me. So you're seeing a lot of tag because PSA is taking so long. One day we're gonna have a ton more PSA slabs up here. 1, 2, 3. They're just taking forever, dude. They're taking so long. All right. Oh, so I think that just revealed the hollow to us. Is that right? Yeah, it did. So we'll let the last person get the hollow. You know, it's crazy. That's a hollow Rattata. But look at this. This is a nice Squirtle over here. The Squirtle is actually, if it grades 10, it might do just as good as a Rattata. Here goes. So we got Andy Dirksen coming in first. You go, Andy. Ooh, a real nice pack. All right. Look at that. So that's Squirtle, Andy Dirksen with the AN. Still suffering from that cough. Terrible. Anthony Kalura, Anthony Andre. Andy Dirksen, you didn't need a new bag, did you? I'll put this away. Ugh. So he just pulled a real nice card. That's what's fun about the pack splits. That's what's fun about the pack splits. In the pack split, even if you miss the holographic card, you might pull a nice common card. All right, we'll put him with your Star Wars cards. Here's Andy's bag. So we store his bag over here with us. And every time he orders, we add more cards to the bag. William says, I'll need a new bag for mine. Thank you for letting me know, Mr. William. Okay, that's Kakuna. We'll just start you out in a top loader. You know why? Because I'm too lazy to put bulk in there. But actually, the real reason is I'm not so sure how much bulk I would need to truly protect the one card. So we're going to run a second round of this because it went off so fast. Meaning it was popular, and if something's popular, I might as well let it keep going. Oh, yeah, we got this thing. All right. Here's Gabriel Gallegos. You're going to walk away with the Sandshrew. Okay, lovely Sandshrew. Oh, lovely. We've got Jacob Chickering taking this really cool Nato King, actually. That's great. Look at that. Nato King. Jacob Chickering, where would he be? He'd be up here in the JAC box. Jack Woodworth, Jacob something, Jacob something, Jacob. So it looks like Jacob Chickering needs a new bag too. What are the bags for? That's how we store everybody's cards. We invented this system a long time ago. You want to see a crazy zoom out? Let me give you guys a crazy zoom out for a second. There's the zoom out. Whoa. Look at all this. Whoa. Look at all those bags. That's all people's bags. Look at all this. Whoa. Whoa, those are all bags. So there's a lot of bags around me. You never really see them because we're zoomed in, but yeah, there's a lot of bags around me. I created that system a long time ago. You keep your stuff over here until you want to ship. Most people don't ship until they have a hit. So they wait till they have something real nice and then they ship. And this is a great system because it saves a lot of shipping money for both of us. Okay, and then after you ship, the next time you order, you need something called a new bag. See, like that, new bag. All right, now, Gabriel Gallegos, he's going to pull the sexy Misty. She's not hollow, is she? No, it's a non-hollow Misty. Still a great pull. So look at that, Sandshrew Misty, not bad. Jacob Chickering again. All right, so Jacob's not getting that hollow. He going to get Geodude. Lovely Geodude. Jacob, you got Nidoking and Geodude out of that. All right. And now, why is there only one card left? Wait, how many people do we have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that means there were 8 cards in the pack. So what do we do with the bonus card? Is it mine? I suppose this is mine, and whoever that is gets the Rattata. So this is mine. I pull a Professor Oak. Look at me. I'm in the break. Who's got it? Gabriel Gallegos. So I tell you what, I'm giving this to Jacob Chickering because he bought 2 spots. Here you go, Jacob. Wait, didn't William Wafter say something? I'm confused. No, we pulled him and we created a new bag for him already. Yeah, we did it right. Okay, good. Just making sure I didn't mess anything up. Looks like there were 8 packs. There are not 8 packs. There were 8 cards in this particular booster. So I guess that can happen. Jacob gets the bonus card, and the last card goes to Gabriel Gallegos. Ta-da! All right, Gabriel. So, I mean, it's looking fantastic. This Rattata is looking really good. Grab them like a pro. All right, that's why you guys let me handle your cards, because I'm good at it. Look at that. Man, that was good. That's a good pack. They're not always this good. Okay, there we go. Very nice. So, let's grab this. That gets a proper top loader. We're going to run a second round of that. Maybe we get something better than Rattata out of this round. Gabriel Gallegos. Yeah, Gabriel bought 3 spots. Yeah, okay. See, I'm going a little crazy. That extra spot really threw me off. I was like, what the hell? I kept looking for like a mistake because I kept thinking I was going to run into a mistake, but it seems like everything went correctly. We're out of time, guys. No more orders. We are out of time. Don't send in any fresh orders. Mr. Gabriel, where's your bag? Here it is. Found you. Now I'll put this up here. Now I'm going to slip these in here. Congratulations on sniping the hit hollow. There we go. It was a nice booster pack. Not a lot of stickiness from what I could tell. So next pack. Let's get it. Don't fall. All right, we're getting the next booster out. It is. It's not feeling too bad either. All right, sometimes they're sticky, sometimes they're not. We like it when they're not so sticky. Fair's better for grading. That's round 2. I'm going to mark in the breaks channel that we finished round 1. So under breaks history, we're going to say tops, series 1, pack, split. Then we, at 145 minutes. Then we started a new one. All right. I think I may have asked you this before, Mister. Why have you never had Topps Chrome packs? I just don't like them. They're a little overpriced. Oscar Resendez says 2 top spots. Here you go, Oscar. So you're going into the next round. All right. You know, I lowered the price on this by 40 bucks. And what I did not do was I didn't actually stop and look at the price of the booster boxes. So I'm thinking about that and I'm going, what if the price was correct? Or what if the price was actually low? Like, what if the price on Top Series 1 has actually gone up from the last time I checked? So that's a bit foolish of me, isn't it? The rule is I should check the price at the time that we create the break and not just go off of my gut. Nicholas Williams says 2 spots in the Topps pack split. You got it, Mr. Nicholas Williams. Okay, I think Pink Sands is the best candle Yankee Candle makes. Riding Lawnmower is a close second. Ooh, you know, I've heard that those candles are no good. I've heard that they give off like hormone disrupting smell. Did you learn about that? Karis and I loved things that make our house smell good. We stopped buying those after hearing about that. Kind of scary. Andrew Martin says he'll take a trade spot. Here you go, Andrew Martin. So that's the new Meganium staff. Now that's the trade break. You can just buy in there for $20 if you want to. We don't stop you from doing that. But it's also open to trade. You can just trade in your junk cards to get in there too. I got to make about $20 out of your junk cards. Jonathan Fernandez says a spot in the Mew. Very good. So the Mew moved 2 spots yesterday and 1 spot today. So far, it might move more tonight, right? Endocrine disruptor. Yeah, I heard about that stuff. It's pretty scary, and it's one of those products that you don't really have to have. I don't want endocrine disrupting products in my home. Really makes you think. You got to remove anything that's a chemical these days, you know. 14. That's why I never wash my bed sheets, and I never put on deodorant. Now Mary just bothered me with the bed sheets. She's like, you don't wash them. So we also have Gabriel Gallegos saying, I'll take another spot in the Topps break. So we can't finish this Topps break today, or in this stream. We'll have to finish it tonight. Remember, late night stream. If you guys don't want to miss that, by the way, smash the subscribe button, and YouTube will tell you next time that I go live. That's what YouTube will do. They'll let you know. We just excited. All right, and here we have Mark Kaplan. He wants 4 of the Korean Mega Dream and 1 spot in the Topps pack. All right, so it looks like to me like we might run this a 3rd time. How much is the Topps break? $28 to get in there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 1 spot left in that Topps break, but even if you fill it, I'm not going to open it till tonight. Okay, guys? We're officially wrapping things up. It's 5:30. I did start the stream a little later today. I'm sorry for that. If we could only start things on time, wouldn't that be amazing? All right. There we go. Dang, I want a spot 2. If you miss out, we'll run it a 3rd time. Of course, I think I better check the booster box price, make sure we're not underselling it. So 1. This is Mr. Mark's turn. Mr. Mark. 2. Aha, obstacle. Nice. 3. And 4. All right. There it is, Mr. Mark. Ow, what the hell? I feel like I just got stabbed by something. I think there's something sharp in my seat. All right. I'll have to check that out in a second. Are you shooting chemicals into your body instead of exercising, mister? I mean, come on. Oh, you're talking about the Wegovy? Yeah, but that's actually a medicine. That's not the same thing as like a corporate sludge that actually causes medical harm. So, Mr. Mark, let me grab this. Shooting chemicals. That's such a is that's such a negative twist on it. There we are. Shooting chemicals. It is. There we go. Weed is bad for your lungs. I sent for a spot on the Cash App. Okay. So it sounds like to me like we're all done with this pack of tops. Mr. Christopher Hayworth, it doesn't get open till tonight, okay? We're wrapping up. A medicine, haha, Coke. It is a medicine. That's what it is. That's why it's sold by doctors, and it's connected with people who are beating diabetes, they're beating heart disease, they're beating dementia. It's even been found to work for reversing like alcoholism, as crazy as that sounds. It beats fatty liver. Uh, it beats yeah, all the issues related to obesity. We are all right. So let's grab this. There we go. So this is complete. Tonight, when the new stream begins, tonight, this will go off right away. So you don't want to miss tonight's stream. You going live at 3 a.m. again? I remember when Topps booster boxes were $70 crazy. I'll miss it, but I'll check in on the next live. So is the COVID shot. Yeah, you're comparing apples and oranges, though. The COVID shot is an antivirus. What do they call that? It's a antibiotic. No. It's called a. What do they call those damn shots? You're comparing apples and oranges. This is a appetite suppressor, and that's a can't remember that. I can't remember the name of the term. It's going to make you artistic, right? Not antiviral. It's a not an antibiotic. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. What are those shots people take? Vaccine. Ah, thank you, Mike Side. Yeah, you're comparing a vaccine to a appetite suppressor. If you're just looking at what's going on, let's say somebody takes an appetite suppressant, that doesn't mean that now they should like huff paint because they're both chemicals. You know what I'm saying? So it's you're making like a false equivalency. I think that's the actual term in logic. All right, bro, you should huff some paint. Well, don't you take that COVID stuff or something? It's not the same. All right, I'm hopping off. Thank you very much. I'll be back for the late night stream. I'll see you guys there. Okay, see you guys there.